woman ever to sign a no-cut contract with an NBA team, Ann Meyers Drysdale. She's an Olympian, a broadcaster, an NBA executive, and a mother. And she talks candidly about her new book, You Let Some Girl Beat You, with Brad Stanky.
This is Pauley Pavilion on the campus of UCLA, where today they will decide the Women's Intercollegiate Basketball Championship.
You know, I was competitive. I was a smaller version of David. I was intense. People have always appreciated the way David played the game with the great intensity that he showed on the floor. And I played exactly like David.
UCLA wins the national championship.
I think you could have a better birthday present.
Thank you, Kathy. I don't think so. This is really something. You know, the team played super.
Congratulations, 4 years All-American, and now the national championship.
Pauley Pavilion is such a special place, and your number hangs from the rafters there.
I was honored with Denise Curry, who's an Olympian also and a three-time All-American, along with Abdul-Jabbar and Bill Walton, and Billy Moore was there, and Coach John Wooden. So it was a special night. For me, what I remember about that night, it happening, is that I had just had my second child. DJ was my oldest, and Darren had just been born. Darren was maybe about 3 months old. And it was the first time Don, my husband, had been to Pauley Pavilion. And to have the number retired, and with them in the stands, along with my mom and a lot of my family. But to have Don there and the boys was pretty special.
Your UCLA days, David Meyers.
Yes?
Yeah, I know you played with him a little bit, but tell me what you remember of his sister Annie.
I love Annie, and Annie is, she was after us, a little behind us, but just a phenomenal talent.
And I was from basketball, and Annie was from basketball, and you know, we just hit it off. She was like having a little brother who followed me around.
Do you think that pioneers such as she really are the ones who started the game for women, her particularly?
Well, there's no doubt about it. It takes that kind of person. I was talking and I was thinking of the other lady, Babe Dickinson-Harris, and those who know history should know who she is. So Ann Meyers is in that particular class, and what more can you say?
After UCLA, you mentioned you get a chance to try out for the Indiana Pacers.
I knew that my one goal was, an important goal, was to graduate from college. In 1978, the WBL came into existence. I get a call from Sam Nassy, who was the new owner of the Indiana Pacers. And he said, how would you like to try out for the Indiana Pacers?
I mean, I think the only woman to try out for the NBA, which is, you know, just crazy. I mean, crazy. Mad good, that's what that is.
Well, you know, Coach Wooden actually in a later interview was quoted saying that she's the one who really got women's basketball going. I think she just played with such heart, even though she was 5'9".
Yes, tremendous heart, and so much heart that you didn't really know what her size was, you know.
It was a 3-day camp for the free agents and rookies, and it was 2-a-days. And for me, physically, mentally, and emotionally, it was the best I was ever prepared to play the game of basketball. And it was tough on the guys. I remember a reporter asking, you're like the Jackie Robinson of women in basketball. And I thought, wow, that was a powerful statement. But it was very humbling and very honoring. I was just going to do something that I love to do, playing basketball, and somebody gave me a chance to do it. But then when you look back, you see how many people it has affected.
Time magazine called Ann Meyers Drysdale one of the 10 greatest female sports pioneers of all time. You Let Some Girl Beat You? The story of Ann Meyers Drysdale.